Hey, 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 this is Auntie Fee about them facts. How you doing? How you doing? Long live dog. I know that Cornelius Smith was just sentenced, I think, for 20 years for the unaliving of Adolph Thornton Jr., aka BKA Young Dolph, one of the best, the king of Memphis, the best who made it through Memphis. Yeah, so good that somebody put a hit on his life. CMG put a hit on his life. Then contacted Hernandez Govan, Orange Mound Quet. And then he contacted a straight drop in Cornelius Smith. Straight drop is in there for life. Plus, yeah, and Cornelius, who confessed and also became a witness, received 20 years. Govan should have, with all of his crimes, he's a menace. He should have been life or put to death with all of his, amendments, but he's a snitch. So they had to honor all of his, what they call it, proffers. Yeah. He's still snitching. Now he in Dallas working. But anyway, Cornelius was sentenced to 20 years. Let's listen. I hope this brings some form of closure to the family. And I hope and pray that this heals the family. Allow them to be able to heal. I pray. But I also feel like until Hernandez Govan goes to prison, there's still a need for full justice. He was actively involved. Until Yo Gotti and CMG is brought up on charges, yeah, it's not full justice. And that's just my opinion.
One of the suspects charged in connection with the killing of Memphis rapper YOUNGDOLPH. Cornelius Smith is set to face a judge for a plea hearing as he faces multiple crimes, including first-degree murder. Now, Smith has openly admitted to his role in Dolph's murder and served as a key witness in 2 previous trials, testifying against other defendants in the case. He is facing previous trials testifying against other defendants in the case. He is facing life in prison.
YOUNGDOLPH's murder was sentenced to 20 years in prison after he accepted a plea deal Friday. Cornelius Smith accepted a lesser charge of second-degree murder after he had confessed to gunning down the Memphis rapper at Nikita's cookie shop in November 2021. He was initially charged with first-degree murder. Smith's cooperation with prosecution was considered in the plea deal as he cooperated fully in the conviction of Justin Johnson, the other shooter in Dolph's death. Fox 13 had previously reported that Smith had agreed to a plea deal, but the issue of where he'll be locked up was holding things up. He's been held out of state since testifying against Johnson. Smith was the third and final suspect in the Dolph murder investigation. He confessed to the November 2021 murder of Dolph, whose real name was ADOLPH Thornton Jr., when Smith testified against Johnson. Smith told the court that he and Johnson was executing a hit put out by Big Juke, the late brother of rapper Yo Gotti. Since his Dolph's death, Johnson was found guilty on all counts and received a life sentence, while Hernandez Govan was acquitted last summer after he was accused of organizing Dolph's murder. Smith was the last person in the case to have their situation resolved. Following the plea deal and sentencing, Shelby County District Attorney Steve Mulroy issued the following statement. YOUNGDOLPH was a beloved member of this community, his death a tragic effect in the Dolph murder investigation. He confessed to the November 2021 murder of Dolph, whose real name was ADOLPH Thornton Jr., when Smith testified against Johnson. Smith told the court that he and Johnson was executing a hit put out by Big Juke, the late brother of rapper Yo Gotti. Since his Dolph's death, Johnson was found guilty on all counts and received a life sentence, while Hernandez Govan was acquitted last summer after he was accused of organizing Dolph's murder. Smith was the last person in the case to have their situation resolved. Following the plea deal and sentencing, Shelby County District Attorney Steve Mulroy issued the following statement: Young Dolph was a beloved member of this community. His death a tragedy, his murder an outrage. We're glad to finally have this last part of the case resolved. The sentence properly reflects the gravity of the offense while giving due consideration to the cooperation this defendant provided. We hope this resolution can give Dolph's family some sense of closure.
This man loved his family, and they love him in spirit and in truth. Get your rest, young blood. Get your rest. Rest in peace.
Well, this is going to have a lot of people upset about this situation right here.
Shout out to
Seems like this
Ticket.
dude's going to get protective custody and everything, man. The dude who actually gave up information and who snitched, who testified. Man, oh man, oh man. Unbelievable stuff, man. And I'm just going to tell you guys, for everybody who is, listening to this, everybody who's listening to this video is going to blow your mind. Cornelius Smith, the guy who was seen in the video, who had the chopper, he had the machine gun. He was the one who basically, unalived Young Dolph, because once Young Dolph got hit with that, man, it was over, man. I know the other dude hopped out and started firing afterwards with a handgun, but that machine undid it. And so he cooperated. He claimed that Big Juke was supposed to pay him. He claims that he's the one who said, and he also made allegations against other people as well.
Absolutely.
One of the guys got actually locked up off the help of his testimony, as well as a lot of evidence that they had on him. I think the dude's name was Straight Drop. Justin Johnson, that's the thing. Yeah, so he actually got life in prison without the possibility of parole. But Cornelius, for telling, he's gotten a 20-year sentence only for the murder of Young Dolph. So in 20 years, that dude's 30 years old right now. He'll be out at 50. He'll still be able to have a life. So for him cooperating, he did not get, life without parole. He only got a 20-year sentence, man.
He helped on other cases.
Free in 20 years. And he's going to be in protective custody. This is what his whole case was being held up on, because he wanted to make sure he was going to be safe wherever he was locked up. So they're probably going to give him protective custody and everything, And yeah, man, he's going to walk a free man after this is over with. And after he does his time, he'll have time left in life. He's not an old dude to where 20 years is going to just eliminate the rest of his life. He'll get out around 50 years old and still be able to move around. And by that time, 20 years down the road, most people would have been forgot about it.
Never.
At that time, 20 years down the road, most people would have been Now, the people close to Dolph ain't never going to forget. But most people in society who's following this case and stuff like that, 20 years down the road, man, bro, just think about it. You know what I'm saying? That's a long time. So most people be like, man, it's, the time, man, in 20 years. So they hit him with a 20-year sentence, you guys. And so I'm seeing the internet in shock right now and disbelief that this dude got hit with a 20-year sentence. I mean, wow. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people talk about this online right now. A lot of people in the comments online talking about this sentence. A lot of people not feeling this this sentence with even with his cooperation, people not feeling that. Now, I don't know if they spoke with the family and the family was cool with that. I don't know none of that.
Well, Mia J did not respond, so she's probably not happy with it. But I'm gonna want to be honest, you know. Cornelius gave up a lot of more information that the public is even aware of. If the family would have taken the 10 years for Govan, cooperation, conspiracy, a part of it, and I'm going to say cooperation with the hit, as far as soliciting the hitmen, he would be locked up as well. A lot of snitching going on. A lot of snitches snitching on snitches. So my hope and desire is whatever information he provided will also lead to additional charges for conspiracy. Maybe in different cases, different hits that still tie in the same people. If it was not for his testimony, straight drop could have got off. But let's be clear. Chula Mafia was never brought up in Govan's trial. And we know why. It's a lot of bodies attached to that. Let's hope that the feds pick it up. And then we'll have a Hail Mary.